Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for joining me in the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about the wet market lie. Because it seems as if, guys, that with everything we got going on, they're going to try to slip this bit of information into, I guess, the media without anybody challenging it and without anybody questioning it. Now, thank God, there are people, scientists, and other researchers that are actually challenging this new study. Now, this new study is saying that they found the origin of COVID-19 and that it came from a wet market in China, not a few hundred yards away from the actual research facility that actually does research on COVID in bats. So now they're saying that it came from a wet market down the road from it. And to boot, they're saying that this is unequivocal proof. Keep in mind, this proof hasn't been proven, hasn't been peer-reviewed, and hasn't been published in any scientific journal. So therefore, they actually, the New York Times, that shit rag magazine or media service that it is, sat there and said explosive new evidence. But there was nothing to back that up other than the New York Times pushing this rhetoric. Now, the New York Times said that there was striking new evidence. That's what they reported. They're trying to beat this drum and get a lot of us from thinking, oh, well, it came from that lab. Now they're trying to tell us and say, well, no, it didn't. It didn't come from the lab. It actually came from the wet market. Listen, guys, we believe in coincidences, but when too many things don't add up, and then you're trying to push this new narrative as there's a war going on, or conflict, whatever you want to call it, being that everybody's looking at the conflict, they're trying to take our eyes off of what's going on over here, right? So that's, I mean, listen, that's pretty much the basis of a lot of things these days. Look over here while we pull this. Now, the kicker, guys, is probably for the last 2 years, articles upon articles were coming out saying that there was zero proof that the virus started in that wet market. Even furthermore, they not only they couldn't find evidence that the COVID came from that wet market or a wet market in the area, they blamed it on a young lady, and they dubbed her patient zero. But they're saying that it started with her, that the virus started with her because she was at that wet market. So they're saying, do you mean to tell me that one lady out of the hundreds, if not thousands of people going in and out of that wet market a day, one lady contracted COVID and spread it amongst the world? That was the original story. Then they said, not the original story was actually came from the lab, and then they said, no, it didn't, it came from this lady. Now they're saying it didn't even come from her, it started in this lab. And they were even hinting at in the article that a couple of hundreds of people caught the virus. So now they're switching the story as they go along. Now here's the kick in the Disnick. The kick in the dick, guys, is that the study was funded by NIAID, which is an organization who is run by, or actually the director of that organization is Anthony Fauci. Need I say more? Now, back to the New York Times. The New York Times editor was telling their investigators that they didn't want them to look for the origin of COVID, rather that they were looking for a zoonotic origin or zoonotic story origin. Interestingly enough, guys, about a week later, a hunter supposedly contracts COVID from a deer. So now they're trying to push the animal side of it, being that you can catch it from animals now, all of a sudden. About a couple of months ago, not even a year ago, about a couple of months ago, they were saying that deers who caught COVID, you couldn't catch it from them. Now they're saying, with the one story, that this hunter caught COVID from this deer. A little bit interesting, and I'm pretty sure, guys, that is all a lie. I am pretty sure, guys, that whole thing is a lie and it's connected to building something bigger. Whether that's going to be down the line or they're trying to wash away the lab theory, we have to wait and see. So guys, this is just more information that they're trying to, or misinformation that they're trying to slip underneath our noses. While we're all looking at Ukraine and Russia, they're slipping this bullshit in. Again, guys, they're not going to stop with the bullshit, and they're not going to stop with the shell game that they are currently playing with us. All right, guys, so other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. Like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe to the Angry Prepper channel, the Angry Lensman channel, and the Angry Prepper Fitness channel, which started this month. Thank you for watching.